Okay, we are live, and this is a special emergency broadcast, an emergency broadcast intervention. Emergency broadcast intervention. It's a big deal. It's a big deal, folks. A lot of folks out there have issues and have made some poor decisions, folks. Poor decisions. Decisions are either correct or incorrect. Okay? This is a binary thing. You either make the right choice or the wrong choice, and I've found that a lot of folks have made the wrong choices when it comes to watches, specifically when it comes to steel versus gold. We're going to talk about it. And first of all, let me try to find my show here. Here it is, Rolex Gold versus Steel. Find it on the iPad. And is there audio? I'm not getting any audio on the iPad. Okay, there it is. I had the volume turned down. Okay, so it is working. We are live. I see Briefit Dance was in early. Wow, she was in at 4:46 p.m. I wonder if she's still here, or she can comment on a heavy use for gold watches. Kyle was first, and Stig said, "Good evening, Mr. Submariner." And hi, wow, loving the look of that sport watch. Bree loves a gold watch. And there you go. Hey, I'm not making this stuff up, folks. She wrote that comment on her own. There you go. Blue's in the house. He says, Craigster, he knows about gold. Carlos is in the house. He knows about gold. He's a little bit misguided, though. He has a white gold date as opposed to yellow gold. But, oh, well, what can you do? He'll come around. He'll come around. He's still a very young man. Blue is saying hello to Kyle and to Carlos, and Triforce Rich is in the house. Craig, your bezel scratched. Did you use the watch in heavy action? Absolutely. Carlos is in the house all over the place. He's saying hello to a whole bunch of people. All right, so let's get to it. Let's not beat around the bush. Actually, we got to beat around the bush a little bit because this is a pregame show. The official show doesn't start until 5 o'clock p.m., so we've got coming up on 5 minutes remaining. You can see there the official time. And if you're looking at your watch, at your clock or your watch, no, this is not going to be accurate to you because there is a delay on the broadcast. That watch is within about a second, but there is a delay on the broadcast. So don't synchronize your watches to that shot right there. All right, so Carlos, I have 3 yellow gold watches, but not Rolex. Well, we'll have to change all that. I think we should research. Okay, here's a good thing for my research technicians to do. Let's take a look at the all-gold sport watches that Rolex offers currently. Offers any all-gold sport watches. I know they've cut back on those. Some models are no longer offered. I don't think they offer an all-gold GMT Master, for example. So let's take a look at the all-gold Rolex sport watches and see if any of them have the ceramic sleeves in the middle of the bracelet. Maybe we can do some research live on the show, and some of you guys can come up with some data on that. We know the 40 millimeter day date has the ceramic sleeves. I think the 36 mil does as well now. And I think they qualify as sport watches. I think they absolutely qualify as sport watches and can be used in heavy use. I know good and well a day date can be used in heavy use because I did it for basically 4 decades. 4 different watches or so about an average of 10 years per watch. So I think that qualifies me to comment on this. Unlike some of the yamokes that commented on Facebook earlier, which is what triggered this broadcast. We had an exchange on Facebook, and some of these clueless people that obviously have never worn an all-gold Rolex, or if they have, they wore it for like 2 hours in their home, being careful not to scratch it. These folks who have no clue what it's like to wear a Rolex on a daily basis in heavy use. They have no clue, yet they're commenting as if they're experts on the subject. Like Archie often says, oh, it's like butter, 18 karat yellow gold, it's like butter, blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, he should wear some of his watches. I think he'd learn otherwise. Okay, so Carlos will need further mental examinations for not getting a yellow gold day date Triforce Rich in the house. Is Bree still in the house? Yes, she's here in the chat. She's in the chat, but she's at an undisclosed location. Otherwise, she'd be here on the broadcast with me if she was here. But she's at an undisclosed location, and she's in the chat. And let us know, Bree, do you baby your all-gold watch? You have an all-gold stunner. Let us know in the chat if you baby it. Let us know in the chat. How do you use your all-gold watch? Let's see here. Craig, is this a day that you will tell us you're buying a day date 2021? You know what, Derek? I'm thinking just to prove these idiots in Facebook wrong, maybe I should buy an all-gold Rolex. But let's look into it. Let's see what models are available in all gold. Maybe a Yachtmaster. Maybe an all-gold Yachtmaster would qualify as a sport watch for sure. Let's talk about this, Derek. Can we negotiate on this? Can it be an all-gold sport watch? Okay, the government totally sucks, says Buser. This Dogman still wears yellow gold sub with plastic protection. He has a yellow gold and all gold sub? I didn't know that. I have a little more respect for him now. A little more, but he was already at a very, very low level, so a little more is still not a lot. Carlos is in the house. Was the owner of Yellow Gold Day Date for a few years. Too much gold for this chicken leg wrist. Too much gold for his chicken leg wrist. Okay. Briefit Dance is always the right choice. And Carlos says, hello. Triforce Rich is all over the place here. Actually, the 36mm Day Date was the most comfortable watch I've ever owned. They are amazing. They are amazingly comfortable. There's something about the feel of gold on the skin that is just, it's hard to describe. It just is at a whole nother level from steel. I mean, it's just not even a close call. And this 002 Stunner, I'm telling you, the only reason I've been suggesting selling that piece is that way it would force me to wear the 002 all the time. Because I so enjoy wearing this watch. It is so comfortable. It is more comfortable than my 36mm Day Date was. And that is saying a lot, because that 36mm Day Date was exceptionally comfortable on my wrist. This thing just floats on my wrist. I don't even feel it. And when I wear it below, what I call below the bone, down here like this, it's of no consequence. It's still super comfortable. And there are times when I want to wear it below the bone. When I have a long sleeve shirt on, that the sleeve is kind of long, like when I'm driving or something like that, sometimes I want it below the bone so that I can easily glance at the watch and see the time without having to, shoot the cuff and get it out from underneath the cuff, like you have to do when it's above the bone, like it is now. I usually wear it above the bone, but this one is so versatile that I can wear it above or below, and it's still equally comfortable, which is amazing. I actually didn't even do that with the Day Date. With the Day Date, it was usually above the bone. So, yes. Okay, so Bree says, I'm wearing the gold watch every day now. Love looking at it. Okay, so you didn't answer the question. Do you baby it? Do you baby it? Dogman was very disrespectful to Craig in the past. I lost some respect for him after that. There you go. He's also given a lot of bad advice, so there's that. Putting me aside, he's given some real bad advice over the years. Kevin, the yellow, gold, and green face Daytona is a stunner, and I'm not a real fan of the Daytona. I agree with you. Same thing here. I'm not a fan of the Daytona, but that particular one is stunning. Be your service in the house. No, Carlos, I have moved to an undisclosed location outside of California. Driver's Rich, Craig, when are you getting the yellow gold frames? I've got to do something with my eyeglass situation. Absolutely. I think I might want to get those glasses we were talking about, those Steve McQueen glasses we were talking about the other day. I kind of like those in a tortoise shell. Do they come in tortoise shell with like brass accents? We should revisit that, folks. We should revisit that whole situation. What's this about? A visit to Rodeo Drive? Briefit Dan says, no babying my watch. I do everything with it. There you go. Carlos, the red dot pointed at your body at your body while watch shopping is B serves way of saying I'm here. Okay. Craig, what do you think of TGV's gold pinky ring? I kind of would like to have a neat gold pinky ring. I haven't seen his, so I can't comment on his, but I'd kind of like to have a, what do they call it, a signet ring or whatever. I think it'd be kind of neat to maybe wear that occasionally with the, would I wear it on the hand with the Grand Seiko, or would I wear it on the hand with the faux pay? That would be something. I'm thinking about that. No fan of color gold, but if they made a silver watch, Omega Seamaster, I would be all in. Okay, no, yellow gold's the way to go. Okay, Carlos, do you want to know the details to stalk us without revealing your identity? Okay. It'd probably be better if you didn't, Carlos. I'd be tempted to forward the info to Chip Wong. Oh, gosh. Blue, I will be in California, and we are meeting. Do you want to join? Okay, there you go. Carlos is going to be driving up the coast. All right, let's officially start the show. It's 5:03 p.m. We're going to officially start the show. And the show is addressing the question of, and see this idiot right here, see this notification, Jake? It's just these idiots, absolute idiots. Anyway, this is a thread that was in the Talking Time with Tim Masso, Facebook, okay, and this is it right here. This gentleman, we had a little debate, and so this gentleman put up a poll, okay, and let me refresh this page. While I'm doing this, I switch back to the 231 while I want to refresh the page to get the latest and greatest. Okay, so he posted this, and this was in response to a comment I made about gold always being the better choice for a watch, including a sport watch. So he put this poll up, and they got 82 votes saying stainless steel is the way to go. 12 votes saying gold, including my vote, okay? So, I mean, clearly, it just goes to show you certainly don't want to go along with what the mob says, right? The mob is often wrong, and in this case, here we go, they're wrong. They're immediately assuming that stainless steel is the better choice for a sport watch, right? So let's look at the comments here. Okay, so I think we've got all comments here. Does gold scratch easier than stainless steel? I think white gold does. Okay, so here are the replies. I'm going to walk you through this, folks. So this guy, Jake, says definitely. Here's a guy that's probably never worn a gold day-date for more than, or gold Rolex of any kind for more than 15 minutes in a AD showroom. Charles is in the house. He says, in the lab, yes, but in real life, there's no difference. He's a smarter guy. In real life, the gold holds up fine. And this gentleman says, yes, all gold is softer and stainless steel will scratch easier. Wrong. They both scratch about the same, my personal experience, and gold looks better scratched than steel does. So I replied, no, steel actually shows it scratches more, but they both scratch, which is the truth. They both scratch about equally, but gold just looks classy when it's scratched up. Steel, not so much. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Gold scratches easier. This is a fact. The one good thing is gold is easier to polish scratches out without losing as much material as if you have scratches polished out of stainless steel would. If my tool watches get scratched, the scratches are staying there. Now, there's a little bit of truth to that with John, but the thing he misses out on is just from normal wear, any scratches you get on a gold watch will soften over time and will just create a patina all over the watch. You don't have to have them polished. You just wear them. I mean, I wore my watch for 20 years. I never had it polished. I would never have it polished. And it looked gorgeous, okay? The last one I had that I wore for 20 years, the 18238. Okay, so here's another comment. Craig, my proper tool watches all have hardened steel, so the Vickers scale, they stand up to scratches far better than gold. I do agree a highly mirror polished stainless steel surface will show scratches more than gold, but gold is definitely softer. Again, it doesn't matter if it's softer. What matters is the end result. The end result is the gold watch will always look better after heavy wear than a steel watch. It'll look classier. It'll look very nice. And Breeze watch is a perfect example. It has not been babied. It's got scratches all over it. It looks gorgeous. My Date 8 had scratches all over it. It looked gorgeous the day I sold it. So these guys have no experience with the actual watches and actually wearing them. Okay? Actually wearing the freaking watches. Okay, Matthew in the house. I love gold, especially rose. Again, there we show you that Matthew has no good taste. But can anybody actually say with a straight face that it's better material than steel for a sports watch? Duh, yes, of course gold is better. It's better for any watch. Matthew says apparently there's a couple of folks in the group that sure do try LOL. So he's laughing at me, right? So I responded. I said, yes, capital letters. Gold is always the better option for any watch, especially a heavy use watch. Only a high grade of titanium is superior, which is true. A high grade of titanium is a very good use for a heavy use watch, not steel. And then I replied, here's Matthew again replying to me, titanium scratches and gold dents easier than steel. I believe those are indisputable facts. Besides being stunning, why is gold better material for a sports watch? First of all, depending on the titanium alloy, like the 231 that I have, that's very tough stuff, okay? So you have to, it depends on the alloy that you're talking about with titanium. And same thing with gold. A high quality gold alloy like the one that Rolex uses holds up really well, much better than pure gold. Okay, so here we go. Jake responded to that last comment I read saying, you're going down a dead-end road here, friend. He's dead set on being wrong. Okay, so then I responded to him with a fact here. I'm always right! Explanation point. Oh, I got to show you the comments. I'm sorry, I wasn't showing. Well, I was reading them to you. So here you go. And by the way, the link to all these, to this thread is in the description of this video. Okay, so then I said I'm always right, and I posted a photo of the two faux pay bracelets side by side. Then John says, it's obvious that you actually believe you are right all the time. I think it is your age. Well, yeah, age does allow us to learn a few things over time and to kind of know what we're talking about. And it's experience also, not just age, it's experience. Jake in the house, he says, I think a quick Google search of your name would prove otherwise. Okay, so whatever he's trying to say. Charles is in the house. Matthew Margolin, I do. It's supposed to be a sport watch comparison, right? Then as you lift like 75% more weight with a gold watch than a steel one, you do more sport. Well, there you go. And he's got a picture of a gold watch. And let's see. Let's view 12 more comments. Titanium. Yeah, titanium. Okay. I'd still rather go with gold. I have a titanium stunner. Okay, let's see. Even better. Love this piece. Movement. Gorgeous. Okay. Stainless steel has a hardness MOHS scale of 6.5, while yellow gold, 18 karat gold, only 2.75, and white gold 2.8-4. So if you want true sport watch, gold is not the best option. Well, unless you want a sport watch for special indoor occasions, or you don't mind scratches at all. And I replied to him, again, here's a guy who probably has no experience wearing a gold watch, doesn't know what he's talking about. I replied to him, gold holds up fine under heavy use. It's a wives' tale that it's soft as butter. Sure, it will ding and scratch, but so will steel. At least gold looks good while doing so. And those are the facts. Those are the facts. They hold up great. Okay, and here we go again. Craig, oh, what happened? I lost that comment? Huh. That's weird. The whole thread went away? Oh, wait a minute now. Did I accidentally click on his name? Okay. All right, here we go. I'm sorry. Should go back here. Craig, you're right in that it's not soft as butter. That's why 18 karat is an alloy of pure gold and other harder metals as nickel, copper, etc. However, from a pure engineering standpoint, it's much softer. But once again, you're right that you will get scratches on both, and that's true. In my case, I only have gold dress watches and then treat them very carefully. I have no idea what it is to wear a gold sport watch frequently. So at least somebody admits that he doesn't know. At least somebody admits that you know, I have to respect a man that comes out and says, I just don't know because I haven't done it. I just don't know. Well, I have done it, folks, and it's fine. They hold up fine. Here's another comment. The higher the carat, the softer the gold. This is not a wives' tale. It is facts. I know everyone is allowed an opinion, but sometimes science has tests cannot be refuted. Opinions are like, you know what, everyone has one. When it comes to what type of watch someone likes or prefers over another, then opinions cannot be wrong. When it comes to the properties of different types of metal, the facts are facts. Again, this guy doesn't know because he hasn't worn one. Obviously, he doesn't realize that the fact that gold is softer doesn't matter in this case, that they hold up fine. It's not that soft. It's not soft enough to have any real damage to it when you bump it against things. Matter of fact, I think because it's soft, it gives a little bit when it hits into something, and I think it's actually better in some regards to have a softer material. It gives a little bit on impact. So anyway, all right, let's go on here and blast the rest of these out. The question should be, if price were no object, which would you wear, a gold stunner or a steel ordinary watch? Rolex has many sport watch options that are 18 karat yellow gold and stunning. Why settle for less to save money? And so, again, here's this idiot. Craig, your use of the word stunner solidifies my entire point. The only reason the vast majority of people would actually choose gold over stainless steel on a sport watch is for the F-off factor. That's it. Okay, so talk about me presuming things. He's presuming people's motives for buying. And then I replied to him, I said, or for the beauty. Oh, darn it, did that again. Okay, so I replied, or for the beauty. In other words, that might be a reason why you would buy gold, because you actually like a stunning watch, right? Maybe you like beautiful things. So, and then I get no argument here, gold is definitely more beautiful. So at least he caved to that. And then I said, take it from an old guy, life is too short to wear anything less. And then, all right, sir, you can live out your days wearing a gold Grand Seiko. I'll live out mine wearing a stainless steel Explorer, to each their own. So, I mean, he's happy with a lesser watch. That's fine. If he's happy with a lesser watch, that's good for him. But don't try to tell me it's the best option. Let's see here. And then here's another one. Gold for a dress watch, sure, it's no-brainer. Sport watch has other considerations. Gold is soft and much more easily damaged, so it may not be ideal for a sport watch that is actually worn, used. Again, he probably has no experience wearing a watch in heavy use situations, you know, wearing a gold watch. And, darn, I keep doing that. And then I said, actually, they hold up fine to heavy use. I think your idea of heavy use may be a little bit different from others. And I replied, any impact that would cause severe damage to a gold Rolex would be a bigger problem for the wrist on the wearer, the wrist of the wearer. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're worried about banging your watch so hard on something that you're going to damage it and cause it to have to go in for repair, something like that, right? Then that's a situation where either you should be more careful with how you're banging your watch against things, or in that case, you probably should take the watch off. If you're literally working on a car in an engine compartment and you're banging against the starter of the car or other real hard metal things, I think whether you're wearing a steel Rolex or a gold Rolex, you probably should rethink that scenario. Because, trust me, they're equally shock resistant. And they're equally going to break if you exceed that shock resistance. Will you get a slightly bigger ding on the lug if you bang it against something if you're wearing a gold one? Maybe. I'm not so sure about that. But you might get a little more of a ding on there. So what? You got a ding on there. It's going to be fine. Life won't end. It'll be fine. Just have a little ding on there. Now, if you're buying the watch as an investment and you need to keep it in mint condition, you better keep it in the box. And this is whether it's steel or gold. You better just keep it in the box. That better be a box watch. But if you're buying the watch to actually wear and enjoy, wear it and enjoy it. And if you can afford a gold watch, buy the gold watch. You'll love it. You'll love it. Okay, so let's see. Let me get caught up. There must be a bunch of comments in here. Okay. All right, let me get caught up here. Craig, what do you think of TGV's gold pink? We talked about that. No fan of the color gold, but okay, I talked about that. Talked about that. Maybe it's common sense. Maybe the only person to get a gold stunner slimed. Yeah, I've got a picture of Bree got hers slimed with the faux bracelet, I think. Okay. I'm not sure what that's answering. I cannot talk about Chip Wong. He kindly asked me not to talk about him. Okay. Buserve, is Chip still in rehab? I haven't heard from him in a while. Bracelet. Okay, Craig. Derek's in the house. Wow, Carlos, so cool. I'd love to, but I don't think I'll be able to. Okay. Derek, you have been irresponsible. You have missed some shows, and other members had to work at the end of the show. There you go. Carlos should call in. Okay, Craig, if YouTube forced every user to subscribe to your channel and we had millions of live viewers, what would that mean for us wrenches? Could we become full-time paid staff with benefits? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? You'd have a lot of work to do hammering there'd be a lot of trolls would come in with that, I'm sure. Last I heard, Chip Wrong tore up his will. When he dies, there will be a war over the claim to his enormous estate. Lou, where do you, okay, I got viruses on my computer and needed my daughter to clean it out. Okay. Carlos, let's see. Ohio, family in Anaheim, so I've been to Rodeo Drive and the GS Dealer 2 before. Okay. Have the SBGE 215 coming in Tuesday. Jaden has a watch coming in. Whoa. Cool. Send me some photos when you get it. Send me some photos. And where did you get that? Did you get it from Steve? If so, did he give you a deal? Unpolished case, yellow gold. That's correct. Do not polish. Do not polish a watch case, any watch case. Derek, that is not an excuse for a resourceful wrench wielder. I think there's some kind of film. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get caught up here. He said most of his BTC, I thought. He sold most of his BTC, I thought. Did he reinvest before the boom again? Yeah, he probably will claim he did, right? Everybody knows. Everybody can sell the top and buy the bottom, except for when they're not in La La Land. Polished yellow gold seems to be softer. Yeah, don't polish. Don't polish your watches. Craig, I seriously doubt these guys are jackhammering construction workers. And again, the shock, protection on a gold GMT is no less than a steel GMT. They put the same movements in them. They're just as shock resistant, and you'll make any difference. If your shock is gonna deep six a gold sub, it's gonna deep six a steel sub. Matter of fact, like I said, the gold one will probably have a better chance of survival because that on impact, that softer metal might absorb some of the impact a little more. And it might survive where the steel one might not. Think about that. Craig is always right 98.5% of the time. Chip Wong always times the market perfectly. He's a genius. Or dumb, drunken luck. Okay. I'm enjoying this back and forth. Howdy, y'all. It's good to be here. Craig versus Dogman next episode. He wouldn't stand a chance. Buserve, then that would mean he's a billionaire now, which would explain the video of him smashing a rainbow Daytona on Snapchat. I thought it was a fake, but knowing him, it's real. Okay. My grandfather had a gold Day-Date worn decades he loved, and it was scratched to hell with things all over it. Did it look better than a stainless steel watches? A decades-old watch looks good and all. Tell us, did it look better? Did it look classy because he had a well-used 8/8? I think that's really classy. I think that shows a lot of style. View serves in the house. I personally saw Chip Wrong give a homeless person a solid gold Patek Nautilus. Meant nothing to him. Wow. Interesting. I wish he'd have given him a better looking watch, though. Oh, well. Couldn't he have just given him a date 8? Kyle's in the house. It's funny how serious these guys are. Kyle. Kyle knows. He buys his watches to wear. I'll tell you all. Kyle's a good guy. I'll tell you, you guys should call in and give us an update. Let me know when you can call in and give us a California update. We always like, maybe you're in Texas now. I don't know where you are. Give us an update from wherever you are. I'll tell you all what, it's hot down here in hell. Kyle, are you or me picking up Carlos from his cranial examination before we hang out? We should finally have the results of the damage caused him by what damaged him, what caused him to buy white gold. Okay, I can't read because I can't see. Without your bad decision, you would be in heaven. Okay, he is taking an Uber there, but I'm slated to pick him up after. Oh gosh. I have it on good authority that these guys are dainty, soft bows with no danger of seriously damaging their watches. Yeah, well, their watches are probably in boxes at home most of the time. I have curiosity about my abnormality. I have ordered DNA analysis from 23andMe, but I have to wait 1 month for the insights. There you go. Well, now the globalists have your DNA information. Saint says, you all see my arrest record. I was arrested 10 times in my dang life. I guess it's 10 strikes and you're out. Am I right? There you go. And he's Floyd. He's Saint Floyd. Craig, if Chip Wong left you his massive estate, what would you do with it? Would you buy Bree a solid gold Prius and get yourself a gold ambulance? I don't think so. If I had that kind of money that you're talking about, just silly money, I would probably go to who's the company out there that makes the coaches, the custom coaches? Well, I'll think of it. And not a Prevost conversion, not like Liberty Coach. Newell. I'd go out to Newell Coach Company, and I'd have them custom design a coach for me. I'd custom design it. Yeah, that's what I would do, because they'll build it exactly the way I want it. Which you can't really do that with the Prevost conversions because they're too limited based on the bus chassis. So I'd go out to Newell, and I'd order a coach made the way I want it. Maybe two. And then we could roll in heavy wherever we roll in. Let's see. Craig, I seriously doubt these guys are rebuilding engines. You guys are great. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. I think Craig should unban Chip Wong. If it's the real Chip Wong, we can let him in, and then you guys can hammer him with the wrench. Bought the SBGE215 off eBay, 10% coupon, and had it sent to the authenticator already. Now it's en route to me. Whoa, okay. I vote for Chip Wrong for Wrench Gang. I support Chip Wrong for the Wrench Gang. Even he deserves another opportunity. Which one is the 215? Let somebody send in a photo. We'll take a look. I think we should give Chip Wong a wrench. Well, he isn't even in here yet. Kyle, it's like a titanium GMT Master 2. Okay. But nicer. Okay. Craig, if Bitcoin hits 1 million, will you start looking into helicopters and bug-out yachts? That's a good question. I mean, the way they're talking about taxing so-called the rich, I might have to have a bug-out yacht. That might be the thing you'd have to do, go offshore. Carlos is in the house. Nice. Looking forward to seeing it on your wrist. Me too. Oh, cool. We need wrist shots when you get it. Yes. Okay, let's pull that watch up. Let's pull it up. SBGE215. SBGE215. Okay. Stunning. Yeah, we've shown this on the channel before. This is the watch I would have bought if I didn't buy that stunner. Absolutely, that's the watch I would have bought. That is the watch I would have bought. And, you know, in some ways, I prefer the GMT. I like the hands on it. It's a little bit classier looking. You know, it's like a coin toss. There's things I like about this model, and there's things I like about that model. So, yeah, it's an amazing piece. It's an amazing piece, and it's about the same price. Now let's look at the exterior numbers here. I think it's a little bit thicker. So I think that was the thing that triggered me going for the diver. I think the diver, that their specs say it's 14.1 mils, and this is 14.7 mils. So this is just a hair thicker, probably because it's got the GMT function. But it's so close between the two. They're both just absolute stunners, and I really could have gone either way. This is one situation where I can go either way, if you get my drift. This is one situation where I could go either way. I love the red accents of the GMT and the GMT hand. I love, of course, the gold Grand Seiko and the GS and the gold hands and everything. I'm thinking that if I had the decision to make today, I would probably go for this one over the 231. And that's really saying something. That's really saying something, because I love the 231. 2 thumbs up for the SBGE 215. Well played, my friend. Oh, the other thing I do like about the 231 that I do get, and I do use it a lot, all the time actually, is that extension bracelet. I do like that. Now I'm pretty sure the 215 does have the micro adjustments in the clasp. I'm pretty sure it has those, but it does not have the extension bracelet, which I do use a lot. So yeah, do it again today. I guess that would probably give the edge to the 231, that functionality. So what would be really cool is that watch with the 231's clasp. Maybe that would be the way to go. Just have a little mod done. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see. Okay. I assume banned from the channel, you have to unban him first. Oh, so he can't even get in the chat here? Oh, I see, said the blind man. Well, there's no indication. I haven't gotten any indication at all from him that he wants to be unbanned. He could send me an email. His emails aren't blocked. So, yeah, I don't think he cares, to tell you the truth. Craig and Bree offshore and off the grid. Kyle's in the house. Very cool piece. Buser says, I'm out. Catch you guys on the replay. All right. Have a good one. Drive careful. Triforce Rich is in the house. Craig, if someone offered you 1 BTC for all your interests in the Bree Fit Dance brand, would you take it? Well, Brianna is sole owner of Briefit Dance, of that brand, so I don't have any interest in it. So yes, I would give up all my interest for one BTC. That's not a hard decision because I have nothing to give up. I helped her set up the brand, but she owns it. That is her baby, and if she makes it into something, she benefits. But, you know, a rising tide lifts all ships. How do you like that? How do you like the way I work that in there? GS, web photos suck for sure. It will be nicer on Jane's phone. Oh my gosh, yes. In person, that thing's going to be stunning. That thing is going to be stunning. We're talking about that stunner right there. It will be absolutely stunning in person. Can I say it is absolutely a stunning piece? So, Jaden says no extension. Are we still going to look at the Rolex website? Rolex was really boring this year. I thought we were going to check out the gold watches. Okay, but I thought somebody was going to send me links of gold watches. Okay, let's go to the Rolex website. Good suggestion. Good suggestion. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Rolex. Rolex. I'm going to bring up Rolex. Rolex. Okay. Rolex. And it's loading slow. Let's check out. Why is it loading so slow? Go to my 231. Watch pot doesn't boil. I'm going to check out the GMT Masters first, and we're going to see if they can, we can get them in all gold. So configure, bum 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 bum, case material. Choose your case material. Okay. Ever Rose. Oh, so it's only Ever Rose? Oh no. Well, let's select that and see if they give us another option to switch it over to regular gold. I guess they don't. So anyway, Ever Rose, GMT. All right. So let's assume that's all we can get there, which I still would rather have that than steel. I'm not an Ever Rose fan, but okay, so now let's go back and see about okay, let's check the Submariner. We're going to check the Submariner. Okay. And let's see here. Where do we configure this? Okay, configure. Configuring. Okay, so select the model. Okay, I'm sure we have to get the date in order to get gold. So let's check the date one. Okay, here we go. We're going to get gold. I think we might get yellow gold. All right. Yellow gold, folks. Yellow gold. So there we go. A yellow gold sub. And I think I would just stick with the black. With the all black. 36.9. That's not bad at all. I think that's the way I would go. Now, is that a walk-in purchase? Can you buy those, or are those also sold out? If somebody has one of those, is that a walk-in purchase? Let me know in the chat. So, we know you can get a sub in gold. All right, so let's go back here and let's see about my number one choice. I think would be the Yachtmaster because it's thinner and it doesn't have the super case. So let's figure on the Yachtmaster. New watches in 2021. Oh, where the heck is the Yachtmaster? This website is terrible, folks. Terrible, terrible, terrible. All right, let me go back to watches. Okay. I don't even see. Give me some time here. I'm trying to find. I can't find the Yachtmaster. Okay, I got to do a search. This Rolex, the website is terrible. The Rolex website is terrible. Yachtmaster. Yachtmaster 40, I think, is what I want. Okay. Okay. So here I'm on the Yachtmaster 40, Oyster Steel and Platinum, Everrose. Maybe that's not available in yellow gold. See, what I would like is this watch here in yellow gold. Okay, let's go to configure. Why would we not be able to get that in yellow gold? It's not available. So folks, you know, Rolex is wimping out. They used to make just about every model they made, and you could get it in 18 karat gold, 18 karat yellow gold. But now, because all these idiots want to buy steel, they've done away with a lot of the gold models. But at least you can still get a sub, an all gold sub. So there you go, Kyle. We checked them out. If someone offered you 1 Bitcoin for every Hoffman sub you ate in a 24-hour period, how many do you think you could eat, Craig? Let me think. 24-hour period. Let's see, I could easily eat 4 right in a row, right out of the gate. And then they're big subs. And then maybe 2 hours later, I could probably eat 4 more. 8, 10. I could probably eat 30 or 40, I would think, in a 24-hour period. I think I could put down 30 or 40. That'd be a good one, 30 or 40 new Bitcoin. I'd have to make sure I survive it, because otherwise, how would I secure the Bitcoin? Craig, do you like the Omega Seamaster 225450? Can you email me a photo? My name, CraigShipp, CraigShipp@gmail.com, CraigShipp@gmail.com, and we'll take a look. Email me a photo. Kyle's in the house. I wish the Explorer was all gold rather than two-tone. I bet I'm the only one that wishes that. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people out there that have poor taste, Kyle. You have very good taste, but you are in the minority. You are in the minority. A lot of people have poor taste. Just look at how many people shop at Walmart. They don't have any no-date all-gold watches. Yep, that's a fail. I might go blue, but both are nice. Yes, on the bezel, yes. Why does Omega Aquaterra stainless steel bracelet butterfly clasp not give micro-adjustable slider like Rolex does? Good point. They should all do that. I want a Hoffman sub. Yes. Who doesn't? I like the blue dial Yachtmaster. Yes, it's a gorgeous watch, but man, would it be nice in all gold. Derek's in the house. Tim, will you endorse Craig to get a gold Rolex? Derek in the house. Okay, so let's go through the buttons real quick. We got the buttons working again, so let's go through them real quick. Here's the little Treasury logo. Okay, here's the Mid-Atlantic TV logo, and here's the 002 stunner under a cuff. There's the 002 with a faux pay and Brianna's 038. There's the 002 and the sun. The 002 again. There's the 231, the day I got it at Grand Seiko, like going on 4 years ago now. And there is Brianna, brieffitdance.com. And there is, talking about a blue dial situation, there's a stunner, an absolute stunner that unfortunately I sold. Darn, I sold that. SBGN 005, that was a stunner. Maybe I should have kept that one. That was a stunner. Money clip, custom made. The 18238 next to it. There's the 18238 again. Here's the red sub that I sold to Paul. There it is. This is at one of Steve's events. He brought it there. Sold it to him many decades ago. There's the faux pay next to a smaller faux pay that actually Bree has that smaller faux pay. She got it from Steve. There's a close-up of the 231, another one of the 231. Steve wearing his faux pay and the 002 stunner. And so, yeah. So, back to camera one. Okay. When you change the bezel to blue on the sub, the dial becomes blue as well. Yes, that would be the way to do it. That would absolutely be the way to do it. If I stop joining these shows after Mondays because I died from AstraZeneca vaccination. Oh my gosh. Craig, if you could design the perfect watch, what would it be? You know, it's interesting. I was thinking about that today when I was out walking, when I was thinking about doing this show. It would be so cool if Grand Seiko would allow me to just design 2 watches. Just 2 watches, that's it. That's all I would have to do is design 2 watches. Actually, I only have to design 1. No, 2. If we want perfection, 2. Okay, so the first watch would be this watch right here with auto wind, not manual wind, and it would be no thicker than this. It would be the same thickness as this, and it would be auto wind. And I'll tell you what, I would make it a hair smaller. I would make it 38 mils instead of 38.5 mils. I'd make it 38 mils. I'd make it auto wind. I'd make it the same thickness as this. And I would offer an optional gold bracelet with ceramic pins in the bracelet so that there's no wear issue or a very minimal wear issue. And the clasp would be a hidden clasp bracelet, sort of like the President bracelet. Similar design, but different. But they would also engineer it so that it would be easily adjustable. Almost like the way the Apple Watch, the way you can take out links very easily with the link bracelet that comes on the Apple Watch. Something like that, where it's very easy to take out links, right? You don't have any special tools or anything. So that would be the ultimate dress watch, the ultimate dress watch. Then I would design a sport watch that would be, I guess if I could only design one, it would have to be a GMT. It would be about 40 mils, similar to the original Rolex GMT, but it would be 40 mils, well, which is the same as the original Rolex GMT. It would have the spring drive in it. It would be 12 mils thick. It would have a beautiful gold bracelet that also was easily adjustable, that also had an easy extension bracelet. I could design all these things, and I'm not a rocket scientist. I could design it. It would have their best spring drive movement. Again, be only about 12 mils thick. This would not be hard, folks. Then we would have the perfect all-around sport watch and the perfect dress watch. What else do people need? If they want me to design a diver watch too, I could design a diver watch. But you know, if I had to only do 2, it would be a sport watch and a dress watch. They'd both be 18 karat yellow gold, and they would both be stunning. So there you go. That's what I would come out with. I got to get caught up, and then we're going to wrap this puppy up. We're going almost an hour. Almost an hour, including the pregame show. Let's see. I think I'll be wearing the day date to enjoy it. Life can be short. Yes, Carlos, wear the day date. Craig, we can't end. Carlos says, your dokes are very heavy. Blue knows this. Okay. Yes, Derek, I do. Tim is substantial, I would say. But the bracelet and clasp are superb, says Carlos, on the doxa. The doxa. All right, folks, I think we nailed it. I think we solved all the world's problems. Let's go back one more time and look at that sub, and let's look at it with the blue dial. See if I can find it here again. Submariner. And, okay, so we need the Submariner date. And we need to configure. Oh, wait, this is the 41. Well, Submariner date 41. Okay, so maybe it's available. So we're going to select this. Okay, so here we go. We got gold. We got gold. 41 is fine with me, and it's got the softer lugs. So we're going to select gold. And then we're going to select the blue. There we go. Yeah, you know what? Now that Kyle mentions it, that the dial is blue also, I had forgotten about that. Yeah, that's stunning. But again, for me, it would be a coin toss. I really like them both. I really like both. So this would be a coin toss. You could not go wrong with either one of those puppies. Now, you guys didn't answer. Is that a walk-in watch? Can you walk in and buy a sub like that, a gold sub? Or is there a wait list and all this silliness? Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Let's pick up this Omega. The Omega. Yeah, this is a nice looking Omega. I have no qualms with that. I like the solid hands much more than I like the skeletonized hands. So I think that's a go. I like it. Do we know how thick it is? Do we know how thick the watch is? I like it. I think it looks good. You're gonna hear no complaints from me on that. I think I'd rather have that than a sub. Yes, I think I'd rather have that than a sub. Very likely. Okay. Sent an email. Craig, we can't end yet. Carlos, if you go to the hospital wearing the date 8, some nurses will drug you and steal it, and then you would be in real trouble. No, he probably has insurance. Craig, which one are you buying? Okay, blue is nice. Kevin in the house. So, Derek, you think I should get the sub instead of the date 8? Let us know. You can't walk in and get that. Oh, well, then that's a problem. That's a problem, because I'm not going to go gray market and go through all that nonsense. If I can't walk in and buy it, I ain't buying it. I would be happy if the nurse gives me a happy ending. Come on, Carlos. This is a family-friendly show here. Come on. No walk-in, says Kevin, but it could be easier than the steel ones to get. Not sure. It's 11.8 thick. Wow, that's nice and thin on that Omega. That is a big plus. That's thinner than a sub. That is a big plus. If that number's true, that is a good number. Tim says all the gold sub needs is spring drive. That's correct, and don't have it. Craig, you need to get it now. Anything. Craig, go for the sub. It's amazing, says Blue. Yeah, but the problem is I've just been told I can't go in and get one. I was thinking about going and getting one tomorrow. Now I'm told it's not a walk-in piece. I don't know, folks. That all gold sub and the 002 would be an amazing combo. Yeah, there you go. Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't get the ambulance. It sold for just over $6,000. And I'll tell you why I dropped out of the bidding on that. I really liked a lot of things about that rig. There were two things that had me concerned. One was the 9,000 hours on the engine, which isn't a killer on that engine. It can go a lot longer than that, but that was not a good thing. And the second thing was the fact that they took the generator out of it. They tore the generator out of it. They cut the wires going to the generator and removed the generator. And that kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. They also took off the emergency lights in the front, on the front light bar. They took that off and cut the wires and all. And I'm like, leave the damn thing intact. Leave it the way it's supposed to be, and don't monkey around with it. And so those are the two reasons why I didn't go a little higher on the bidding. The guy that got it, he got a decent truck. But I'll keep looking. I'm real picky. I measure 7 times and cut once before I spend money. So I'll keep looking. The all gold sub needs is more cowbell. Okay, not sure what the. We need a rematch of the Doxa class versus the 231. No, the 231's much faster and easier to adjust. I think I won that competition. Kyle's in the house. Yes, we do. Loser jumps in the pool with their phone. Yeah, it'll be, and he will be the loser. All right, folks, we're going to call it a day. Thank you very much for tuning in to this emergency broadcast. We set everybody straight, as we always do. Only the facts on this channel, no opinions, just facts on this channel, just the absolute truth and nothing but the truth. And so thank you all for tuning in. It's always a genuine pleasure. And don't forget, BreeFitDance.com, BreeFitDance.com. Check out her social media links. And there she is right there in the chat. Thanks again, everybody.